in the world.
What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to Monday giveaways. We're doing one big giveaway for all patrons. It is an FrSky X-Lite, which that T-Bird sent over a while back, and I've kind of been sitting on, waiting for a special occasion. I haven't been sitting on it because it's got these sharp things, and I don't want you guys to make dirty jokes. So yeah, all the $5, $10, $20 and up tier patrons are going to get put in one big wheel. They're going to get put on the wheel the appropriate number of times as per... Yeah, leave it to me. I'm gonna do the thing and the place. I've done a couple of these giveaways before, so it'll be a fair shot. Welcome to... I don't know. Look, I got a Stream Deck. My, I can't... The cable's not long enough. You can kind of see it. Look at that! My mom got me a Stream Deck for my birthday, and I got it all set up, and this computer's too old for it. So, maybe this will be the push that I need to get the Mac Mini set up the rest of the way and ready to go, because I really want to use it. There it is. I'm pushing the buttons on it. I wish they worked. Look, here's what it looks like. I got the white one to match all my other white stuff on this white desk. I'm a professional streamer now. Now that I got something made by El Gato. What do you think of that? Probably not gonna have time to do workbench stuff over here, but you never know, maybe. These are 3 slammed glides that I'm building to sell. Analog. They're my like old school, totally like tested, true, amazing setup. Yeah. If you're interested, hit me up. They're gonna be expensive. I'm thinking they're gonna be $800 each. You know, you're paying for almost 6 years of experience and 6 to 8 hours worth of build time and $200 to $300 in parts. And, you know, it's expensive. But trying to keep the lights on in this motherfucker. A little bit of a different lighting setup. Did you notice? I've got a big old, I've got a second light source. So this is, I've always had this great big, hold on, I can loosen this guy. So I've always had this great big light source up here. For my birthday, I got another one. And I also got these wicked grids for them. I've been looking for a grid that's the right size for this LED light for a long time, and I finally found it, so that's pretty awesome. This is a little bit of a temporary kind of setup. Once I move out of this place, break down Studio 2, break all this stuff down, and combine it all, this and that are gonna get ganged up as one big light source. And then my main light source at Studio 2 at the moment will be what I use for like a rim light back here, which will be interesting. All you lighting nerds might be interested in that. The rest of you, let's talk about FPV. In the chat, So Will Ariel was first, Kevin Sumner was next, Chopper FPV, Apache Smoke, Wooden Sniper, Zach Lothmer, Richard Dead Chicken, Northern Tier, I'm just gonna call you V. Richard again, I Could Fly Here, FPV, Dead Chicken again, Dan636, So Ill again, Jackalope, Grizz, Yarbs, Mudkips, Todd Beal, Kevin Sumner, Family Guyver, Jesse Hembrook, Yarbs again, Robert Garcelone, Compost Pile, Richard B-Man, Remy Tim, Ryan Jones, Kevin Sumner again, King Turkey's in the house, Acro Dog, Yarbs, Family Guyver, B-Man, Seth, I'm just gonna call you Seth. Free Lojo, what's up, people? If you want the gangly, oh, my dad's here, David Ciotti in the house. If you guys want the gangly man to read your name, my eyes are, I was playing with that light and it just shot it right in my eyes and now they're freaking out. If you want the gangly man to read your name, you gotta get into the chat early. If you want to talk directly to me, all you gotta do is type CiottiFPV. If you do so, it'll light up an orange for me, like this. You don't have to put an @ in front of it, but you certainly can if that's your thing. See, there it is without an @ If you spell it correctly, it'll light up an orange, and I'll read your comment. If you really want to make sure I read your comment and support a full-time FPV live streamer, do a super chat or head on over to CiottiFPV.com, scroll down, there's a PayPal button. PayPal does not take 30% like YouTube and Google do. Bunch of other really cool stuff going on over on my website. There's a Patreon page, which is how you get in on these giveaways every other Monday. Usually there's 4 giveaways every other Monday. Today we're doing a big, gigantic one. So yeah, Patreon page with a ton of benefits. $3 whole a month to join. That's only 10 cents a day. It makes a huge difference. It's what allows me to continue to do these live streams. So support your buddy. Head on over to Patreon. Set yourself up on a monthly jib jab and the flip flab. There's an Etsy store with a whole bunch of hardware that you might need for your next build, so that you're not caught out waiting to order stuff from overseas for 100 days and nights. Teespring page with a bunch of t-shirts and sweatshirts and mugs and hats and farts. And there's a Fiverr page where you can book a one-on-one session with me. I am doing discounts for recurring sessions. If you want to do, you know, typically what I do is build planning so that you buy the right parts and pieces and you build a rig that's specifically going to work for you, not just what some other jackass on the internet works for him, or what some jackass manufacturer decides is a good bind and fly. I call that build planning. And then there's flight simulation training. We get into the simulator together. I watch you, spectate your sticks, make suggestions, show you, you spectate me. I show you different maneuvers, camera moves, all kinds of stuff like that. And tuning. I don't use black box to tune. I tune by the setup, by the type of flying that you're going to do, stuff like that. So yeah, or if you just have a whole bunch of questions and you want one-on-one support, we can do that too. And yeah, if you book like a weekly time slot, Wednesday at 3 o'clock, for example, there will be a discount involved in that. That's about it. There's a bunch of affiliate links over there. If you're ever doing an order for FPV stuff, think about your gangly buddy. Click an affiliate link of mine before, if it's for that website. Get FPV, ohmygod.com, FPV Cycle, FPV Crate, Banggood, and Amazon. If you're doing anything, any orders on Amazon, you know, you're getting a tire iron, hook me up, man. Let me get 1%. That's all. Apache Smoke Sniper says good morning, what's up? Zach Lothamer says good evening. Richard says happy birthday, thank you, dude. Grizz says what's up, CiottiFPV and Collective. AIO in Glide so far is handling business. I will have a couple of videos up this week of it, and we'll post them in Discord. I'm surprised it is doing as well as it is. Very cool, Grizz. I'm loving to hear that. How do you like a lighter weight? How do you like the lighter weight rig? How do you also like a True X rig with more authority on the pitch axis? King Turkey says, "What's up, homie? Happy belated birthday! Thank you, dude." Free Lojo says QX7 is not bricked. Had to wait for Edge TX official to release today. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna open up a tab for Edge TX because I have kind of sort of been waiting for the that official release to put it onto my extra QX7. That's awesome that it wasn't bricked. I didn't think you could brick a transmitter, but what the hell do I know? Sethopkin FPV says from Joshua Bardwell to Ciotti. Welcome, brother. What else we got going on in here? What's Remy Tim up to? Job interview tomorrow. Give myself working as an audio engineer. Nice. Very cool, Dan. Love that, man. Love it. Congrats. Remy Tim says, but CiottiFPV, does that X-Lite have stick ends? www.patreon.com/CiottiFPV. What Remy Tim is referring to is another benefit of joining my Patreon, which is that you're going to get full access to my Discord channel. And on my Discord channel, there's a text channel called Dick Ends because I have the mental age of a chimp. I've got 2 bags of stick ends, one with M3s, one with M4s, and I have purchased one of every single stick end that I can find on the internet in each one of these kits. And in that Dick End Discord text channel, I explain the setup. You gotta pay at least $1 to get on the list. Once you're on the list, though, at some point you're going to get either M3 or M4, one of every stick end, sent to you so that you can try all of them, pick your favorite, order your favorite, send it to the next person. Currently, I'm waiting on 533 to get back to me. He gave me a little discount code, which is awesome, but then nothing was in stock. And Evan eventually got back to me. He said, all right, everything's back in stock. I went on the website and nothing was in stock. And I was like, nothing's in stock. And he said, well, it's going to be hard to have everything in stock. And I was like, you know, I don't need everything in stock, just like, you know, a few of them at least, more than one. So I'm still waiting for him to get back to me. He said he's going to try his best. So if I have to wait much longer, to be completely honest, I'm just going to sort of give up, because if they're not in stock for me, then they're not in stock for anybody. So what's the point of you testing out the 533 stick ends if you can't order them because they're out of stock? So yeah, but I'm going to give him another couple of days at least. I have one more order to do on RDQ for the remainder of the stick ends that I've been able to find. They're by FrSky. And then I think I'll have pretty much all of them. And I mean, I'm sure I'll have missed like one or two, but there's an awful lot of stick ends. I've probably spent $400 or so on stick ends thus far. There's a lot. So yeah, basically the way it works is the more you spend, the higher up you go on the list. So the earlier you'll get the bags of stick ends. So if you want to get in on this, head on over to Discord, get yourself signed up. That'll get you access to, head on over to Patreon, get yourself signed up. That'll get you access to Discord. Click Dick Ends, read, away you go. Robert Gersalone says, max out that mini. Yeah, I'm excited. I've done a little bit of editing on the Mac Mini, and it's ridiculous. It's just so fast. I mean, like, I'm used to a 12-year-old computer, so yeah, of course it's going to be recklessly fast in comparison, but it's just full-blown fast. Like, it's just fast, period. Kevin Sumner says, it's been 4 months, M1, go, you can do it, don't give up, never give up. Yeah, it's been a busy 4 months, though. So, yeah, this year has been nuts so far. Family Guyver says, you should sign those quads with a paint marker. I'd frame it, bro. Folks that buy these, I'm going to have a conversation with, because there are like different TPU options. I'm going to be throwing some other stuff in there. So yeah, whoever buys these, they're going to have the opportunity for me to do all kinds of wacky stuff. So yeah, man, I'll make it worth people's while as much as I can, at least. Frosty Worldwide FPV, that's an interesting name. He says, how do you deal with setting GoPro exposure? Footage from a Hero 8 with ND8 is super overexposed. So the best way to in my opinion, to lock your exposure in with a GoPro is with the GoPro Quick app. That's going to give you a live view of what the GoPro sees, and then you can just sit there with an ND8, an ND16, an ND32, an ND64, and you can just pick. I really wish that there was a way to turn on like a histogram, but you can kind of set it, you can get it pretty damn close. You can kind of get it perfect by eye, to be completely honest. If you're super overexposed, then... So, let me take a step back from that. The settings that are built into the GoPro will typically allow you to get a proper exposure without ND filters. If you're locking your settings because you're about to do a cinematic gig and they're asking for 30 frames a second 30 frames a second, for example, and they want 180 degree shutter angle, which means 1/60th, then you are locked in. You got to play around with ND filters. If that's the case, though, if you're doing cinematic gigs, you should know by now, like, how to work this out. So I have a feeling that you're not flying cinematic gigs yet, Frosty Worldwide. Yeah, lots of good. I would spend a little bit of time just watching a couple of GoPro Hero 8 videos here on YouTube surrounding manual exposure and just the different exposure settings in general. I could talk for a half an hour about it. But yeah, like I said, you can get a proper exposure on the GoPro without any ND filters in pretty much any amount of light. So yeah, play with the settings and use the so here's the other thing I'll say. If all you have is an ND8, put the ND8 onto it, get into the GoPro Quick app, get the live view viewfinder up, and then you can go into settings and you can change your shutter speed, you can change all kinds of different stuff. Not all kinds of different stuff. Basically just shutter speed and ISO. You can move your shutter speed and your ISO up and down to get your exposure proper, and away you go. But yeah, it sounds like you might want to spend 10-15 minutes just kind of watching a couple of YouTube GoPro settings videos to get a feel for what shutter speed means, what ISO means, things like that, and then you'll be good to go forever. You know, that's one of the nice things about learning that stuff. I mean, to be honest, you could just look up like a straight up ISO shutter speed, what does it mean, beginner's guide kind of video here on YouTube, and learn everything that you need to know about it. It's fairly straightforward. The shutter speed is how long the shutter stays opened. So if you think about like your eyeballs, this is the camera not on. Once the camera turns on, it's going to open its little eyeballs over and over and over again. If it opens its eyeballs for longer, more light is going to come in and burn into the sensor. If that's like a shutter speed of 1/15, for example. And then if it opens its eyes really quickly, that's like a shutter speed of 1/120. Less light is going to get in. And then ISO is the sensitivity of the sensor itself. So the higher the ISO number, the more the more exposure you're going to get, but the more noise you're also going to get. So usually I don't recommend that you go over 400 ISO. You bracket your ISO for 100 to 400 is typically what you want to do. So there's a whole bunch of info for you. Mudkip says, forgot to say happy birthday. Thank you, brother. Verity says, question here, is it okay to put GNB 27 on a 2S battery? I would assume so, because Newbie Drone is doing that. Newbie Drone sells a 2S Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh battery with the GNB 27, so it should be absolutely fine. I don't have any specs on that connector to, totally confirm that, but I have a feeling that Newbie Drone tested it and it doesn't melt under 2S, so yeah, it should be good. GemFan says, happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Thank you very much. GemFan Hobby in the house. One of my beautiful sponsors. GrizzFPV says, dude, I'm in love with it. So glad you talked me into it. Going to pick up a few more in the next couple of weeks. Thanks, bro. You're certainly welcome, Grizz. It's the best 5-inch frame in my opinion. I've flown a lot of them, and just nothing can hold a candle to the Glide. Paul McDonald says, just listening to Bardwell, I'm making dinner, but CiottiFPV expects my full attention. Nice. Thank you, Paul. I'll try not to let you down. B-Man says, check your PayPal. All right, so we're going to open up my email here. So we're going to do the giveaways at around 11 o'clock. Basically, yeah, whenever I get somewhat caught up on the chat here, which usually takes about an hour. What's happening here? I got a new mouse, too. I got a Razer mouse now. I'm digging it. I had a white Razer mouse a million years ago, and it lasted a long time. It actually lasted so long that the little Teflon pads on the bottom of the mouse eventually wore out. And the plastic of the mouse would rub against the mouse pad, and it just sucked. And yeah, now I'm in another Razer mouse, and I'm happy. My other mouse here, this is like a little Amazon special $15 mouse. The scroll wheel started to get really flaky. What can you expect for 15 bucks? It lasted a whole like 6 months. They don't even sell it anymore, so I can't even say like don't buy this. But I don't know, for 15 bucks. Oh, this was only 18 bucks. So Razor for the win. Where we at here? Seth Hopkin is a new $5 patron. Welcome, Seth. Welcome to the collective, my man. Somebody did an order over on FPV Cycle and remember to click my my link. Thank you very much. Little referral there. And then we've got a little bit of B-Man with a $20 PayPal. He says, happy belated birthday, brother. Missed the stream yesterday, but you don't look a day over 41. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I turned 41 yesterday. Can you guys believe it? Stay out of the sun, friends, and you can look like this. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Thank you very much, B-Man. Super, super, super kind of you. Jesse Garcia is also a new $10 patron. Welcome to the madness, Jesse. Thank you for the support. And this popped up right after the stream yesterday. Michael Deschaux with a $100 PayPal. Michael, thank you so much. He says not watching the stream, but wanted to jump in real quick and say happy birthday. Michael, I hope you're watching this stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly generous, man. Very, very, very cool of you. Much appreciated, dude. I think that gets me caught up. I usually, I hang on to emails as people jump onto the Patreon to give them a little shout out and say thanks. But I think that I'm all caught up, which is pretty awesome. You guys are the goddamn best. All right, Max Whale in FPV says, what are your opinions on the Hero 10 Bones for 5-inch freestyle? Really good question, Max. And great little segue, actually. Brain 3D has made a hell of a GoPro boner mount. And I'm pulling it up right now. Look at this mount, yo. Look how cool this mount is. So they've got a vertical mount, which is super cool. And then they've got this horizontal mount as well. A couple of different versions of it, a really slimmed down version of it here, and then a full-size version of it here. And then on the side of the mount here, there's a really cool little separate TPU piece that comes off. This is basically just here, I think, to hold the SD as a second point of retention for the SD card, which is really cool. And then Brian from Brain also set up a little latch on the top of this mount. Look how good this mount looks. My God, his printing is just outrageous. I actually talked to Brian today from Brain, and he's going to be sending a bunch of these mounts over, as well as his GoPro Hero 10 boner. And I'm going to have to try to not break it. So, he does product shots like this, so the GoPro can't be all mangled to hell. So, yeah, he's like, don't crash it, please. So, it's gonna be this is gonna be fun, because we're gonna get to do some sort of a CiottiFPV tries to not crash for once stream. And we're also going to get to check out all three of these different versions of his GoPro Bones mount. And we're going to get to weigh them. He's also got a really slick thumbnail that thumb screw that he's had manufactured that we're going to get to weigh. This is going to be really cool. So we'll be able to weigh the GoPro boner, the mount base, the case, the vertical case, the slimmed down case, and the difference between thumbnails. Now, as for Max's question, what are your opinions on Hero 10 Bones for 5-inch freestyle? Terrible idea, in my opinion. 5-inch freestyle means that you're going to crash a lot. Any kind of a decased GoPro is going to hold up horribly during crashes. That's not what it's for. Even the non-decased GoPro Heroes don't crash worth a shit, but at least you can buy them from Best Buy and just rip them off over and over and over again by getting the Think Geek or the Geek Squad protection plan. Thus far, the Hero 10 Bones has not popped up on Best Buy's website, and I doubt that it's going to. I'll be pretty shocked if it does, to be honest. I think this is going to be sold only specifically through GoPro. Although, what about Amazon? Amazon does offer a Shurion. Let's look for Hero 10 on Amazon. I don't see it right off the bat. Let's put the word boner in there and see what happens. Yeah, no. So I would not be surprised if they only sell this thing through GoPro. That way they can control how many of them you break. Basically, the GoPro $5 a month, I think it is, service that offers physical damage protection. When you read the fine print, at least this is the way that it used to be. I've not read the fine print recently, but I bet you it's the same thing. What they actually give you is 2 replacements per year for physical damage. So, yeah, you get 3 GoPro Bones' worth of it, and that's not going to be enough. A decased GoPro is going to get just obliterated during crashes. And 5-inch freestyle crashes are vicious. So really bad idea for 5-inch freestyle. For not the point behind this camera. This camera is for cinewhoops and like lighter weight kind of. It's for cinematic work. Let's just say that. This is a cinematic camera. Everything has been slimmed down and lightened up and carved away to save weight for the specific use of cinematic rigs that do not get crashed a lot. So, yeah, bad idea for 5-inch freestyle. Brian's mount here is amazing, and this mount is definitely going to give some decent protection, but, I mean, like, a 5-inch freestyle crash has the potential to happen at 60, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, and nothing's going to protect a decased GoPro. Like I said, even a full-size Hero 10 is not going to survive that kind of stuff. I've had a really hard time with all of the GoPro Heroes in terms of 5-inch freestyle. I blew up 6 of the Hero 7s in like a 2-month period at one point. And then I've blown up 3 Hero 8s in not even really all that hard crashes. The GoPro Heroes are not all that durable. They're certainly more durable than any other camera out there. I guess we can't say that anymore. I used to be able to say that. But nowadays, the DJI Action 2 seems to be pretty goddamn durable. It seems to be not as durable as the Session 5, but more durable than the Heroes. So now we do potentially have a more durable option than the full fat GoPro Heroes. But yeah, this GoPro Bones is going to crash exactly like all of the other decased GoPros, which is to say that it's going to crash like shit, and it's going to blow up like on even mild slams. So it's really, really one of the. So I have a Hero 6 that. Let's take a step back. So I did GoPro's $5 a month replacement plan thing with the Session 5 when there was no other way to get physical damage protection on the Session 5. After they'd stopped selling it, after you couldn't get them on Amazon anymore, and I blew up one Session 5, called GoPro up. A couple of weeks later, a fresh Session 5 shows up. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I blew up another one. A couple of weeks later, well, no, I blew up another one. I contacted them and they said, hey, we don't have any Session 5s left at all. We can send you a Hero 6 Black, but that's all we can do. So I said, okay. And they sent me a Hero 6 Black. By that point, I was already on the Hero 8, so the 6 didn't really do me any good. I was planning on tearing it apart and doing the naked GoPro thing with it, but when I started to do research, I just saw that, yeah, like they don't crash well at all. Like basically, if you crash them, they explode. And so I never did it. I just, the 6 is just sitting here. I still kind of I would still love to, I don't know. Anybody want to buy it? Who wants to buy a brand new Hero 6 Black? I would rather sell it at this point and buy the Hero 10 Bones, and then at least when I crash the boner and it explodes, I can get a replacement for $5 a month, and then when I destroy it again, I can get another replacement, and then I can cancel the GoPro plan altogether because, or maybe not, I don't know, $5 a month, 60, 70 bucks a year. Yeah, $70 a year is probably worth it for keeping it into the second year. One of the things that you used to be able to do with the GoPro thing, $5 a month thing, is once you got your second replacement, you just cancel the plan, you'd grab another email address, and you would, get a new plan, and then you'd have 2 more replacements for that year. With the GoPro Bones, since they're selling it to you directly, I have to assume that they're going to have that like kind of locked down, right? Like you have to buy this from them, and then they give you your 2 replacements. They keep track of that serial number, and that's that. Which is totally fair. Like, let's be honest. That is totally fair. So at that point, I guess it does kind of make sense to wait until the end of that first year, and then you've got 2 more. So, yeah. I think that kind of makes sense. So yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. I guess I'll sell this Hero 6. Because, so the for anybody that's not, that didn't track that, this Hero 6, if I tear it apart and put it in the naked case and all that shit, and if I crash and it explodes, that's it. It's gone. Like, done. Just throw it in the trash. That's just... and I've just never really been able to stomach that financially or just, like, mentally. So that's what I really love about the Hero 10 Bones, is that it's a decased lightweight GoPro that you can crash. It's going to explode when you crash it, but you can have some semblance of physical damage protection on it. And that's a really big deal for, people that crash. So, yeah, really good question, Max Willem. Thanks for letting me kind of talk about that. I'll be able to review the Hero 10 Boner soon. Brian from Brain 3D is sending that over. So get your asses over to Brain 3D and buy some stuff to show some support to an amazing new sponsor of mine that's willing to trust me and send over a Hero 10 Bones for me to put up in the air. I think I'm basically going to put like 1 battery through it, and then that's going to be it, because that's kind of the only way that I mean, it's a Hero 10. Like, you know, I'm going to fly it for the clickbait, but there's no reason for me to put more than 1 battery through it, right? It's a Hero 10. It goes through the air and captures pixels exactly like a Hero 10 does. It'll be interesting to see what kind of a runtime difference I get between it and Hero 8. That'll be cool. But yeah, no real reason to put it to spend any time up in the air, and that's good because that way I won't destroy it. Ruby Tim says, based on how regularly Ciotti updates computer stuff, that old computer mouse was probably still a rollerball mouse. Nah, I haven't been on a rollerball mouse in a long time, believe it or not. That's yeah. I think I still have one somewhere though, if I'm honest. Kevin Sumner says, what's the top stick ends contribution M4 if it matters right now? I don't know if it's M3 or M4, but somebody contributed $100 to the Stick End Fund, which is why I want to get it wrapped up and get that person the stick ends as soon as possible, because that's extremely generous. Like I said, I don't know if that person was M3 or M4, but yeah, there was a $100 contribution. It's all broken out on the Discord channel. There's a link to the Google Sheet, the Google Docs sheet thing, where I'm keeping track. So you'll get to see who has donated what and who's on M3 and who's on M4. So you can check that out. Mutterdirkson says, I thought the Assurion protection sucked. Was it you who's complaining about it, or am I mistaken? So there's 2 levels of Assurion protection. There's one without physical damage protection. There's one with physical damage protection. I didn't realize there was a difference, and I got the one without physical damage protection, and I got screwed. So that's probably what you remember, is me bitching about that metal. But at some point, so on my Insta360 Go 1, the original one, I managed to get the correct Assurion protection, and it was totally fine. It took like 2 to 3 weeks, but it was fine. They sent me a new Go 1, and then I sold it. Remy Tim says, GoPro specifically said only sold at GoPro and only in the US currently. There we go. Makes a lot of sense. Abraham says, I've had surprisingly good luck with the Hero 8 on my 5-inch freestyle, but I don't rip as hard or crash as much as CiottiFPV. I definitely noticed that the Hero 8 was way more durable than the Hero 7. But I've still broken Hero 8s on crashes that are nothing compared to Session 5 crashes, where the session just laughs. So yeah, all of the GoPro Heroes are still very fragile, in my opinion, because I mainly fly Session 5s. Bob Noxious is in the house. He says, that picture for yesterday's stream is funny and unsettling at the same time. Yeah, that was from last year's birthday stream. Max Whalen says, do you think that the Hero 8 is a better option than an Action? I love the weight of the Action, but I hate the battery and SD card situation. You can't really say better. It's just different. The Hero 8 is more of a cinematic camera. It's going to give you better quality, and it's going to give you access to Real Steady. So it's just a full-blown, much more cinematic camera. So if that's what you're doing, if you're flying cinematic stuff, then I guess we could say that yes, it is better. If you're flying freestyle, I hesitate to say this because I don't have any experience with with the Action 2, but I have a feeling that the Action 2 might be a better camera for freestyle. The fact that we're flying Hero 8s, 9s, 10s for freestyle, in my opinion, doesn't really make much sense. Freestyle freestyle is about the flying, it's not about the footage. My Session 5 freestyle footage, in my opinion, is every bit as good as Hero 10 freestyle footage. Because like we're slamming the rig around so much, and we're like whipping the camera around up, down, left, right. It just doesn't really matter. Like people aren't watching freestyle footage for the quality of the footage. They're watching freestyle footage for the quality of the flying. So in my opinion, yeah, the DJI Action 2 is probably a much better bet for freestyle. It's also way lighter. So your rig is going to crash a lot better, and your rig is going to fly a lot better. So yeah, but again, I have no experience with the Action 2. It's too expensive for me, and I still have a whole bunch of Session 5s. But yeah, on specs and on what I've heard from folks that have been flying the Action 2, it seems pretty goddamn good, and it seems to be really durable, which is the biggest deal. Durability, in my opinion, is the top of the priority list for freestyle, because flying hard freestyle is already really expensive. If you're constantly swapping cameras out, that just becomes exponentially worse. And like, if you really want to fly freestyle at a high level, and you're not like independently wealthy, there is literally going to be a point where you cannot afford to get any better. I have run into this multiple times, and I've talked to a lot of people who've run into this same issue. The Heroes are great because we can get them from Best Buy, and we can do the Geek Squad ripoff thing, but it still gets expensive, man. Like, there's people that blow up 2 or 3 Hero 10s or Hero 8s per flying session, and you know that's like $30 or $40 each. I can't even begin to afford that. You know, if you're you know you're independently wealthy, that's great, but I have a feeling that most people aren't in FPV, so that's a really big deal for me. So yeah, there's my sort of take on it. Abraham says, the best reason I can think of for buying the Bones personally is that if we show enough interest and prove to be a worthy market, maybe they'll give us a new session or something similar. I like that idea a lot, but I don't think that FPV is anywhere near... I feel like we're 0.1% of their audience. I don't think we're ever... I think the only value that they get out of FPV is marketing. I don't think they make any money off of us, and I bet you they lose quite a bit of money off of us. But the footage that we get is great marketing for GoPro. And so that doesn't really benefit them to build another session format camera. And like, them building a session format camera is just them setting themselves up to get a shitload of returns and to make even less money on the thing. So I don't think that they'll ever do and it's not just us, right? Like, the Session was a great camera for all extreme sports, and I'm sure that everybody just pounded the shit out of it and then just, you know, did the Hero or the Best Buy trick. So I have no... I don't think that they'll ever do another Session style camera. I really don't. There's just not enough of us. I'm serious. I'm willing to bet that we are a fraction of a % of their sales. So yeah, I just don't think that it'll ever happen, and I don't think that we can possibly buy enough of these Hero 10 Boneses. I feel like they've got a little tiny team of people making these damn things, just for us, just so that they can get more marketing footage, basically for free, right? Like, they can take a little bit of a hit on the fact that they're not going to sell many of these, and just write it off as a marketing expense, and that makes an awful lot of sense, in my opinion, for GoPro. But in terms of them trying to justify... I just can't possibly imagine a way of them justifying another Session camera unless they look at the DJI Action 2 and say, like, ooh, there was a big seller or something like that, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was or is a very big seller. But what do I know? I just work here. Halfboard says, isn't there an Insta360 about to drop that is Session form factor? I had not heard about that, but I would love that. Because the Insta360 cameras are getting better and better and better and better. Raven says, Halfboard, it was confirmed to be a fake, that Cube Insta360. There we go. Abraham says, put differently, if they gambled and put out a cam for us and no one bought it, why would they waste their time trying again? Yeah, the only possible reason I can think of is marketing. Free marketing. Not free marketing, but affordable marketing. Bob Noxious says, I may be interested. Very cool, let me know. Family Guyver says, you gonna break those bones? I'm not. I'm gonna very specifically not break Brian from Brain 3D's bones. I promise. Yikes. Cake Mank says, if you mean that regarding the Session, then why not the Runcam 5 Orange with an ND filter and gyroflow? Mainly because the Runcam 5 Orange video looks horrible. The Runcam 5 Orange is good for like just kind of practice or whatever, but it's basically like a RunCam hybrid just in a box. And on like a 3-inch ripsqueak, the RunCam hybrid is awesome, but on like a 5-inch freestyle rig, in my opinion, it's just not good enough. The GoPro Session 4 is significantly better than the RunCam 5 Orange, and it's cheaper, and it's gonna crash. I don't know if it's cheaper. I don't know what it's selling for, but it's worth it because it's gonna crash infinitely better. The other problem with the RunCam 5 Orange is it's hideously fragile. So it's just kind of pointless in my opinion. I've had 2 of them let go in crashes that were just like a joke. So yeah, if you're thinking about the RunCam 5 Orange, get a Hero Session 4 instead, and you'll have a much more durable camera that has better quality, produces better quality footage as well. YouTube just did the thing. Journey Druid says panhandling is a job. I don't know what that was in reference to. Maybe I was panhandling. Abraham says, now that CiottiFPV said he won't break the bones, he's fucked. He probably should start a fund now. Better get out of it. Avik says, Adventure FPV made some decent RC orange footage. Yeah, it's not, I'm being kind of mean about the RunCam 5 Orange. It's not that bad, but it's not as good as the Session 4, and the Session 4 is like infinitely durable, so it just doesn't really make much sense to me. Cake Mank says, I meant with your point about freestyle where flying is the focus, not the video. So there is a point, again, in my opinion, there is a point where the quality of the video is not good enough, and to me, that's the Session 4. To me, the Session 4 is absolute bare minimum. But again, the other thing is that if you freestyle the RunCam 5 Orange, you're going to break it real quick. So it's just pointless. I have a couple of edits here on the channel. If you go to my channel and then in the playlists, there's an FPV edits playlist. I have a couple of edits that I made last year with Hero Session 4 footage. And you can see one of them is flying at Steele's house, which is just my favorite thing in the world. Like, you know, the broke ass Mr. Steele, CiottiFPV, flying the you know, it was actually the budget rig with the budget camera, you know, at the location of, you know, like the wealthiest guy in FPV basically. I love that oh, what's the word? I love that, I don't know, smart word goes here, of that video. And then there's also an edit from Stables with the Hero 4 session. So you can, and then all of the rest of my edits, FPV edits are with Session 5s, unless they specifically call out, unless it's a cinematic edit, then it's a Hero 8. But yeah, 99% of the edits that are on my channel here are from Session 5, and there's a couple from Session 4. Disparity, yeah, that's kind of it. Juxtaposition, that's it. Thank you, Jelen. Yeah, that's my most favorite juxtaposition. Mr. Death says howdy, and Abraham says, oh shit, Ciotti is almost caught up. Quick, everyone at him. Can't be getting to giveaways already. Athix says, if you get a chance, try Ace Pineapple Craft Cider. I've actually tried that. It's pretty good. It's a little too sweet. I get like halfway through the can and I'm like, caught up on chat. Holy Christ, what time is it? 10:54? Perfect. All right, friends, hold on. I do have a couple of things for sale. FPV Cycle Tooth Fairy 2 5-inch arms. Look at these. I have a whole bunch of them. I have 6 of them. If you're building the Tooth Fairy 2 and you're doing the non-Cinewoop thing, hit me up. I'll make you a good deal on a bunch of arms. I've got 2 of these HGLRC Areola 0802 22,000 kV motors. Great for your 65mm whooping. And 3 of these PH 2.0 2S batteries. 2 of the GNB 350s and 1 of the Talon 300s. All 2S, all PH 2.0. So you can plug them directly in to a newbie drone Acro-B V3 board without switching things. Kevin Sumner says, check your PayPal. Here we go. Ooh, my stomach just made quite the noise. Quite the noise. Kevin Sumner sent $111.11. Holy hell. And I think it's for the Stick End Fund. So let me get in and do this right now. Kevin Sumner did the right thing. He said Sticky Dickies M4. There's a couple of folks that got in on the Stick End Fund that didn't give me their real name or didn't tell me M3 or M4, and it's going to be a little difficult for me to chase them down, but I will figure out a way to hunt them down. So I'm going to come in here to the Dickens thing, and we're going to go, hold on, let me get off of that. I don't want to show Kevin Sumner's email address. All right, so Kevin said M4. So here we go. We're going to go Kevin Sumner and 111.11. And then Kevin is going to go on the top of the list here for M4. I'm going to do this the caveman way. I don't even know if these are in order at the moment, but I'm going to try to keep them in order from here on in. And there it is. Kevin Sumner is on... oh, wait, no. So Parker, wow, Kevin just knocked Parker down. Parker, if you want, you can send me $11.12, and then you'll knock Kevin Sumner off the top here. That's totally fine. That's how it's gonna work. That's how this is gonna work. You know, it's not like a one-time thing. But yeah, I'm sure Kevin will not hold on to the stick ends forever, and he'll you know, get it turned around, try them all out, get it turned around, get them over to you. So yeah, that's how it works. That's how the stick and dick ends things work. And now that Google Sheets should be updated, although I never trust technology, so I'm going to close it and reopen it. And there it is. Yep, Kevin Sumner is top of the M4 list. Oh, I accidentally deleted M3 because I am a computer failure? I don't know. Computers confuse me. There we go. Thank you, Kevin. Very, very generous of you, my man. These stick ends will be coming your way sooner than later. Trello update. eBay order update. Oh my God, it's been shipped from China. It'll be here eventually. I got a short shift set up for my my sim thing. Kevin Smith says, "Your focus or my eyes?" Should be pretty decent. I did change the lighting setup in here though. Usually, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. Usually, this light is much brighter like this, but I have an extra light over here now, so I've dropped my key light down a little bit, and yeah, so that might be what you're noticing, Kevin. Mudkips321 with a 19.99 super chat. He says, "I'm heading out. Happy late birthday, Ciotti. Put this towards your boner camera or something." Thanks very much, Mudkips. Enjoy whatever you're going to do. Super generous, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very, very cool of you. Bob Noxious says, "Jeff Herzog asked about your tuning charge. I would drop a link, but I need to be blue." That reminds me. Thank you for reminding me of that, Bob Noxious. I told you I was going to forget. Bob Noxious, you are now blue. Jeff Herzog just messaged me. If you set up a recurring session with me, it's $60 an hour, 30 for a half an hour. If it's just a one-time thing, it's 80 an hour or 40 for a half an hour. You can just message me at CiottiFPV on Instagram, Facebook, Discord, wherever you want. You don't have to go through Fiverr. Fiverr does like explain what's going on, but yeah, you don't have to. And Fiverr takes 13%, so yeah. We can avoid that. All right, friends, let's do some giveaways. What do you say? There's going to be one big Patreon giveaway for everybody, and then there's going to be the standard Super Chat giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Let's do the big... what's happening? I'm yawning so much. Let's do the big main giveaway first, and then we'll move over to the other one. Google Docs. No, that's not it. FPV raffle. Here we go. All right, so I am updating all of my Patreon tabs, and then I'm going to relaunch this tab here. All right, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to take the $5 a month tier. Allergic to giveaways. I'm going to take the $5 a month tier, and I'm going to kick the CSV out from it. Basically, for every $5, you're going to get one entry. Because that's how like the normal giveaways work, right? So there's the $5 tier. So I'm going to come over. I'm not going to show you guys this because I would be showing you everybody's info, and I'm not going to do that. So there's the $5 tier. That is all of those folks are on the wheel one time. All right. Now I'm going to take the $10 a month tier. Oh, there it goes. And I'm going to put all these folks on the wheel twice because they're on the $10 a month tier. So now, once, twice. There's a chance that we're going to overload PokeFPV's FPV raffle thing here. Let's see. Now I'm going to go to the $20 a month tier. I'm going to kick this CSV out. And these folks are going to get put on the wheel 4 times. This way everybody gets the same like amount of chances as they normally would. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. All right? And now I'm going to come to the $30 and up a month tier. And I would love it if I had the time to sit here and get each one of these people entered onto the wheel the correct number of times, but I just don't. Because some of these people are north of $30 a month, but they're north of 30 a month because they want to, not because they want to get more chances on the giveaways. So these folks are going to go on the wheel 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to see if PokeFPV's FPV raffle thing can handle like 1 million people. Ready? Let's see. Oh, it worked! Oh, maybe it works. Oh, it's chugging. It's chugging along. Look at all those tickets, though. It's cool, man. By the way, if you want to use this thing, it's raffle.pokefpv.com. There it is. This is free to use. Feel free to use this. PokeFPV is a super cool cat for building this out. So yeah, we're good to go. This is going to be our raffle here. Let me change the amount of time. We're going to do 10 seconds because it's got 1 million things to blow away. Let's make it even longer, actually. Let's do 15 seconds, and we're going to make it the Mini Quad Test Bench Crush frame, which is a frame that I actually used to fly. And we're going to save it. And here we go, friends. This is for, if you missed it at the beginning of the stream, this is for a brand new FrSky X-Lite in CiottiFPV Red, very kindly provided by T-Bird FPV. Everybody get your asses over to T-Bird FPV's channel and throw the man a subscribe. This is a really cool thing for him to send over. Brand new, man, with these funky little grip ends and nice case. Look at this. Somebody's gonna win a new transmitter. I'm doing it this way because, you know, this is like a $200 transmitter, and, you know, all of the tiers could use an extra transmitter, right? Like, this is good for whoop tier, this is good for 3-inch tier, this is good for 5-inch tier. So here we go. Somebody's gonna win a transmitter, and that person's name is gonna get not gonna get blown away. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, it's having a hard time. Oh, it's struggling. Look at it struggle. We're testing it. Pokey FPV, come on. Come on, Pokey FPV. Come on, Pokey's programming. Oh, man. It's going to take a lot more than 15 seconds. If you see your name, hopefully it doesn't get blown away. I still see King Turkey in there. I still see Chopper. Yo, this is going to take forever. I see FFH. I see Finn FPV, I see Kevin Lee, Imp FPV, I'm just reading the names that haven't been blown away yet. CMYK, Monkey Shine, Wooden Props, Patrick Scott, Kevin Lee is still here, Glenn Burnett is still in there, MotoRef is still in there, Pixel Pusher, Stephen Collins, oops, Stephen Collins just got blown away. Right before my very eyes. Hush is still in there. Oh my god. This is gonna take forever. It's getting there though, it's getting there. Come on. Come on. Listen to the batteries. The batteries in the screaming goat are going dead, just like this poor... This must be a 4S rig, because it is sagging like a motherfucker. Come on. It's going. It's going. It's blowing names away. Good God. Daniel Maurer, I see your name on the bottom right. You haven't been blown away yet. Nukem 720, you're there. CMYK is still there. Ooh, Daniel Maurer, I see 2 tickets with your name on it. WOM FPV, I see 2 with your name on it, too. Ooh, Chopper, I see a second one with your name. Oh my god. Propellant FPV, you're still there. Oh, it's speeding up. Here it goes. Here it goes. Come on. Come on, you got this. You got this. Who still sees their name? Who still sees their name? Say it in chat. Yarbs, I still see your name. Geo Fairbanks, I see your name. Frank Nicholas, I see your name. Ian Krause, you're still there. Ooh, it's speeding up. Ooh. Ooh, here we go. Aaron FPV is up on the top left. Ooh, somebody got blown away right under him. Patrick Scott is right above the GoPro mount. Oh, Kevin Lee's still in. MotoRef is still in. Patrick Scott, you've got 3 tickets on here. Ooh, Patrick Scott wins! Jesus, man. That was brutal. Holy shit. Oh my god, congratulations, P. Richard Scott. I'm actually going to text him right now and let him know. Hang on. Oh my god, that took so long! You just won an FrSky X-Lite. Oh, nope, that's not how it's spelled. X-L-I-T-E. Yo. He just texted me. Oh, Christ. Wow, that was a... that was wild. So, there you go. If you were wondering how many names the Pokey FPV thing can handle, it can handle a lot, but Jesus, it's gonna take a long time to get through them. That was cool. Oh my god, congratulations, Patrick. You've got another transmitter. Oh my god, awesome. Oh man, what makes me laugh about that is that now he's gonna have to buy one of the smaller modules. Both of Patrick's transmitters use the big transmitter. All right, cool. So now we're going to do the super chat giveaway. Starting now, if you do either a super chat or a PayPal for $5, you're going to go on this thing once. $10, you're going to go on this thing twice. Here's what the giveaway is for. As usual, CiottiFPV has sponsored this giveaway, and he's going to do a set of his awesome transmitter skateboard grip tape grips for you, for whatever your transmitter is and whatever color you want. There is a CiottiFPV purple color. If you don't get that color, I'm going to be very disappointed. So just don't let me know. So it's going to be that. If you're MMCX, you're going to get a right-hand circular polarized TrueRC OCP antenna. You're going to get 2 sets of these hysterically pitchy GemFan 5152 propellers. Put these back down here. If you have a QX7, you're going to get an Ethics QX7 screen protector. You're going to get a Brain 3D keychain, which is just like the most beautifully printed thing I think I've ever seen, and it's in multicolor. You're going to get a ViFly XT30 discharger. And the star of the show is a really, really, really nice FPV Cycle prototype frame with these amazing GEP-RC prop ducts. So here's the story behind this frame. Kebab sent this frame to me prior to the Cinesplore. This is basically what the Cinesplore became. This was like version 0.1 of the Cinesplore. This frame was designed to be built upside down with the arms on the top plate, which is the really cool, unique thing about this frame. And it's got the camera cut. You can tell because it's got the camera cut out here on this top plate. So this is going to be a pusher frame. I mean, you could technically build it as a puller and then just hang the camera out, put your TPU camera mounts front ways. Something was touching me. And then similar to the Cinesplore, it's got a 20 by 20 stack up front and then another 20 by 20 stack in the rear here. And then, yeah, you can put your little, again, it's meant to be built like this, and then you can put these awesome GEP-RC prop guards on like that, and you've got a really, really cool little, that's going to look silly like that. Here you go. This is what it'll look like. You've got a really cool pusher frame that you can put an entire 20 by 20 setup in. You know, throw a Vista in here, and then a 20 by 20 flight controller and ESC. And yeah, just a really cool frame design. I really, I've been really close to building this on a bunch of occasions, but I just haven't, and it just continues to sit, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to move this along to somebody else that can actually build this, because this is an awesome frame. And in typical FPV Cycle fashion, the nose of the frame is a little bit longer than the tail of the frame, so that's going to give you plenty of room up front if you've got like a big thick camera. Like if you're using the gray DJI camera, you're going to have plenty of room for it here up front. Really, really cool frame. Bunch of different configurations too. You don't have to have the standoffs where I have them mounted. You can actually put the 20 by 20 mounting up here on the top plate. There's a bunch of holes drilled, bunch of different strap slots. Just a really, I mean, as usual with FPV Cycle, really well thought out frame. So yeah, this is the star of the show here, and a full set of the GEP-RC brilliant prop ducts. This would be, you know, I almost built this for the live flying gig, because this would be a really interesting setup for just DJI. The other thing that you can do with this that I actually did for a little bit is it does have the provisions for the Cineglide TPU. Let me just confirm that real quick. But what I actually did this for a little while is I got the Impulse RC foam wedge, And I had just stuck that foam wedge on here, and I just strapped a session down to this, which worked really well. But yep, it's got the provisions for the CineGlide, CineSplore TPU mounting. So you can just drop one of those right on there, and away you go. You've got full HD capability on this rig as well. Really, really cool little frame. Sad to see it go, but I need somebody to build. I refuse to let this frame sit here any longer. Somebody needs to build this thing. Good call, Family Guyver. Yeah, there are also 2.5-inch ducts, prop guards available. Christ, there's even 2-inch, but these GetRC 3-inch ones, man, these are amazing. They're so fucking strong. Like, I'm not like a, I don't work out a lot, but these are wild. And like, you see the profile of them, like this will be really aerodynamic. This rig will cover, you know what this will fly like? This is gonna fly just like the Cinelogs. This is gonna be like a lighter weight. This is better than the Cinelog in a lot of ways. These guys are individually replaceable, which is really nice. It's set up for 20 by 20 rather than AIO. Yeah, this is what the Cinelog wishes it was, yo. So yeah, that's gonna be the super chat and PayPal giveaway for the night. I need to hold on to that. I might even throw this TPU in. I am gonna throw this TPU in. Yeah, this is a custom CineGlide mount that Brain 3D designed for me, and I had him set the camera back further. It's for a Hero 8, so it's kind of limited usage, but I'll throw it in because it ended up we set the camera too far back, and on the CineSplore there were ducts in view, so we've adjusted it since then. But on this rig, there would not be ducts in view, so this would be whoever wins this. If you have a Hero 8 or if you want this, it's all yours. If not, then I'll keep it and throw it out the window. Abraham says, PayPal you a bit ago, 2 giveaway tickets and then some. All right, let me get this going here. Got to get a new raffle thing. All right, cool. Got that. And there we go. Awesome. Abraham sent $30 via PayPal. Very cool. 10 for the stick ends, 10 for the giveaway, 10 for birthday. Happy belated. Thank you very much, brother. So let me get Abraham on the list here. For this super chat giveaway, since it looks like we're a little slow, I'll do an hour-long session as well, which I usually charge $80 for. Flight instruction, build planning, and or tuning, or just whatever you want. Just an hour of one-on-one time from somebody that's been into FPV for almost 6 years now. All right, let me come over here to Dickens, and I'm gonna add Abraham here. Is the formatting gonna go bananas? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Paste values only. Yeah, that's what I want. No, come on now. Paste values only. What? Come on. Paste. What is happening? Copy. Man, I am just the worst at computering. There's nobody worse at computering than me. Paste values. I'm gonna type it out like a stone cold caveman. Oh my God, what is going on? Why is this? Why? Why can't I even type? Where, just take the formatting out. I don't want the formatting. Kill the formatting. Get the formatting out of there. Format. Clear formatting. Woo! There we go. God damn. Abraham, M3 or M4? And we've got $10. And right. All right, cool. Where are we at here? Where am I at? PayPal, Jupiter, go. FrSky Abraham, let me know. M3 or M4? And I'll put you in there. Put you in the right column. Hey, wait a second. Abraham, you're already on there. Hey, okay. Abraham goes from $20 to $30. Got it. Okay. So, and I had you on the M4, so I'm assuming that you're still on M4. And so I'm gonna move you up on the list. Yeah, I wasn't organizing these, so I'm gonna organize them a little bit now. Remy Tim, Abraham just kicked you down one. What do you think of that? All right, so now on the M4 side, it's Kevin Sumner, then it's going to go to Parker, then it's going to go to Abraham, then it's going to go to Remy Tim, and then Metal Dirt Skin, and then Zach. Yeah. Oh, look at me. I have been putting these in order. Okay. All right, let me get this going. And I'm farting around with this. FPV raffle. Okay, here we go. All right, so Abraham, you are going on to the FPV raffle twice. Got it. All right, cool. Daniel Maurer sent $10 for the giveaway 2 times. Thank you, Dan. Get you on here once, get you on here twice. There we go. All right. Bot Grinder's got a new Patreon-only video up. Metal Dartskin with a $10 super PayPal. He's going on the wheel twice. Thank you, Metal. Once and twice. There we go. And Paul McDonald sent $5. He's going on the wheel. Thank you, Paul. There it is. Daniel Anderson with a $10 PayPal. He's going on the wheel 2 times. He says, "Oh shit, he yarb spin with the entering." Yarb spin. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Thank you, Daniel. Tiny's LEDs sent me a post-Easter 15% off sale. That's interesting. None of the pictures are loading. Remy Tim with a $4.99 super chat. He says, "Don't run this next name draw for 150 seconds like you did on the last." Oh, is that what I did? Did I put a 0 in there? Thank you, Dan. Paul McDonald says PP. Bob Noxious says, "Put me for 2, sending super chat." All right, let's get Bob Noxious in there. Once and twice. All right, Kevin Sumner says PayPal. Got it. Abraham says, "Yeah, just whenever I said earlier, TX16S, so I think it's M4. Awesome." Remy Tim says, "What do you think of that?" I think I wanted to be okay. I think I wanted to be okay M3, and you have me on M4. Nice. Okay. Remy's $5 super chat was actually for the dick ends, so we're gonna put them on top of the M3 list. Look at that. See how that works? 20 goes to 25. Here's the list, in case anybody's wondering. So we're gonna take Remy Tim out of M4, and we're gonna put him onto M3. I'm sure there's a better. Would you look at that? Wait, no. Okay. Man, I am just the worst. Where did he go? There he is. There we go. All right, Metal, you just moved up one. There we have it. All up to date. All right. All right. Kurtzall sent $15, 10 for the giveaway, 5 for hookers. Thank you very much, Kurtzall. Let me get you on here. Try to find the right one. Once and twice. There you go, my man. All right, let me get back onto the super chats here. All right, cool. Kevin Sumner, you should be on here. I don't have you on here. What's going on? Kevin, I'm assuming that you're going to go on here twice. I'm going to put you on here twice, Kevin. PayPal is not sending me the email, but that's okay. Put you on here 2 times. Once and twice. There we go. All right, awesome. Abraham, okay, cool. Gotcha. Tim, got you. Bob Noxious says, so Super Chat is just spinning on my end, refresh twice. Weird. I got you on here, Bob Noxious. No worries. King Turkey says, F that, run it for 200 seconds. All right, Tim, I got you on M3. Cool. Bob Noxious says I can't get Super Chat to load up. No worries, Bob. I got you on here. Cool. We're about to spin it. I think I got everybody on here. Speak now or forever not get added to this wheel. Clicking get mail. Taking 1 more second. And ready? Here we go. Clicking submit. All right, let's see. Did I really hit 100? Oh, well, I already fixed it. I didn't fix it. It's just a different one. Save and go. It's ready. Here we go. Somebody's going to win a bunch of stuff and an hour of my time. The coolest FPV cycle prototype frame. Man, I wish the Stream Deck was running in the world. Daniel Anderson, Kurtzall. Who's it going to be? It's Daniel Anderson. Congratulations, brother. You need to get in touch with a bunch of people. Myself, no, not a bunch, just myself. And, oh, balls. I'm sorry, Wooden Props. I didn't see it. Wooden Props, I'm going to get you on next, the next giveaway. I need to leave a note. Daniel Anderson, you need to get in touch with TweetFPV for your grips. TweetFPV@gmail.com. I'll type it in the chat. At gmail.com. There you go. Contact TweetFPV for your grips. Contact me for everything else. CiottiFPV on Instagram, Facebook, Discord, wherever. Daniel, are you in here? Let me know of the... Daniel, do you have a QX7? Yes or no? Do you want this XT30 discharger? Yes or no? Do you want this MMCX right-hand circular polarized antenna? Let me know. You're getting the brain thing for free. You're getting the props no matter what. Not for free, but you're getting no matter what. That's it. Those are the only things that you have a choice on. And then, yeah, do you have a Hero 8? Do you want this Hero 8 mount? Or not? Let me know. And I'll put together your little package. That's what she said. For right now, I'm going to write your name down in here because otherwise I will lose this stuff. Daniel Anderson. Yeah, reach out to me so I can get your address and we can schedule our session. And yeah, man, congratulations. No screen protector, no on the antenna. All right, those are going back in. All right, cool. What about a Hero 8? Hero 8 mount, you want that? Oh, it's you, Yarbs. Okay, cool. Wooden Props, thank you so much for the $49.99 super chat. Super generous, man. I am going to... So this is the super chat wheel. So I'm going to hit play again. Nope, 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 nope. I'm gonna refresh, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write myself a note. Wooden props goes on here twice. He paid after I already spun on 4/18/2022. There we go. All right, wooden props. Sorry for this. Sorry about that, man. And okay, cool. I got you on there 2 times. I left myself a little note, and yeah, we're good to go. I did put the duration on 150. Look at that. Wow. Let's let me, just for funsies, let me change it to 15, and let's hit play again, and let's see if this damn thing works. On 15, it was chugging along. Oh yeah, it just blows them away way fast. It was more fun to sit there for 150 seconds and scream out names, though. And now I'm gonna switch screens so that you guys don't see the person that won the second time. Although it seems to have crashed. It didn't pick. Yeah, it crashed this time. So maybe it was good that we had it on 150 seconds, because it didn't pick a name. It just hung. It's just stuck like this. It blew all the names away, and that's it. It's like, nah, nobody wins. Wooden props, thanks again, man. Super generous. God damn. Maybe I was being a joke. All right, no worries. Slim says super chat wasn't working. All good. Hang on to the mount too. Okay, cool. All right, I got you, Dan. You are good to go, my friend. 200 seconds next time everybody's on the table. All right, cool. Grinch RNG, nice. What is it? 11:30? What do you guys want to do? You want to work on these a little bit? Let's wire up the camera. Yeah, let's wire up the cameras on these for sale rigs. Thanks for dropping the CiottiFPV.com link, Bob. Okay, moving some stuff around here. And move this back a little bit. Good night, Dad! Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's work on these 3 slammed analog glides. All 3 of these guys are getting Predator Nano V4s. One of my favorite FPV cameras for sure. Let's bust these guys all out real quick here. And I think they're all red too. One of them might be black. Actually, 2 of them might be black. I forget. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got 1. We got 2. Nah, they're all black. Wait, no, they're all... Wait, no. 2 are red, 1 is black. Okay. That's weird. Well, that's cool. I'll figure out something to do with some color coding on these guys. All right. Let me turn this light up a little bit. There we go. All right. These are slammed analog glides that once they're built, they're going to be for sale for a lot. They're going to be expensive because, you know, many years of experience and fundraising, you know, just trying to keep the ship afloat here. But they will fly amazing, so hopefully it'll be worth it to whoever picks them up. Each one up. Can't imagine if somebody would buy all of them. That'd be weird. I'm thinking 800. Steel was building Apexes and selling them for 1,200. So I feel like 800 is sort of in line with, I don't know, reality to some extent. And you know, it takes me a long time to build these things too, so I hope that's fair. I don't know. If it's not, then I'll lower the price. If nobody buys them for 8, then I'll drop the price down. You know what I mean? I haven't done this before, so I don't know, like, you know, although I am thinking about doing one of these on eBay. I'm considering throwing it up on eBay, no reserve. Like, during a live stream, I'll list it on eBay for 1 week, and then, like, at the end of a live stream, and then the following week, we can watch the bidding war happen on eBay. That might be fun, right? What do you guys think of that? Jesus, I forgot about all the cables that these cameras come with. Good Lord. All right. So let's just get these all going here. We'll have a bunch more Predator boxes. So that'll be cool. Motorcycle. Oh God, Yarbs, Jesus. Remy Tim says charge 1,000. That was my original. That was my original kind of plan, but then I was like, I don't know, man. You know, I'm not putting premium motors on these. So I didn't. I thought 800 was a better bet. I'm putting the Newbie Drone 2305.5s because I found them to be really goddamn durable, and the whole point of these is I want whoever buys these to bash the shit out of them, and those Newbie Drone motors are a lot cheaper to replace, and they're arguably as or maybe even more durable than the T-Motor F40 Pro 4s. They have the titanium motor shaft, so they're going to be at least as durable. And then, yeah, you can get replacements a lot cheaper. So I thought that was my kind of thinking. And plus, it allowed me to get the price down a little bit. You know, having to buy 12 F40 Pro 4s would have cost an absolute fortune. Whereas with the Newbie Drone motors, it wasn't nearly as expensive to get a whole bunch of them. And I'm putting an extra motor into every single one of these packages. So you get the 4 motors on the rig, and then 1 extra motor to really, again, just like encourage you to beat the shit out of the rigs. Where's the 4th? There it is. All right, so I'm just getting these little wiring harnesses kind of prepped up a little bit. And all right, so here we go. We've got a Jesus. What's happening? And why is it happening? Jesus. Okay. Yikes. Everything's fine. All right, so getting these wiring harnesses all figured out here. And so I am going to use this part, and we are going to go wire to wire on the power in the ground. So, okay, yeah, that'll be plenty of room. Let's just open this guy up here. Okay. What's that? What's purple? Camera control? It's interesting. All right, I'm gonna cut these fairly long because I want them to be able to go under the wire-to-wire part. I want to hide that under the ESC if possible. So, all right, there's that one. Oh, these ones are already That's interesting. Alright, so here those little guys are. Here is our little bag of hardware. And I am going to need the screws out of those, so let's hang on to that. This is... Wait, no. Yeah, we need this one. And then this is just whatever. That's just extra. Oh, hey, I can also show you guys how I mount my... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that until the last second. Because I want to re-shrink wrap it with the antenna on here. So we'll put these aside. Yeah, okay. We'll put these VTXs aside too, and we're just going to focus on mounting the camera. All right, so here we go. I'm going to do this one here first, and let's just make sure it's the right plug. Yeah, we're good to go. All right, so what do we got here on this? What is this purple wire? Is that camera control? I think it is. Let's see here. We got, oh no, it's voltage sensing. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need voltage sense. Okay, so we can, I can pull this, I can pull this purple out of this. Yeah, there's no need for that. Why do they have that? Why do they have that on a separate what? Why do they have voltage sensing on a separate wire? Wouldn't it? Oh, in case you're feeding it 5 volt. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, so let's get that purple out of there. And we'll do that on the other two as well while we're at it. Alright. I just had a moment of absolute confusion. I thought that purple was on the opposite side of this plug header. I was like, well, that ain't gonna work. But it's not. It's not even a little bit. Okay. There we go. Let's get this removed. Sharp tweezers under the latch. Pull it out. And there we go. And one more. Super interesting to batch these builds out like this. I don't know, I thought I would like it a lot more. I thought I would enjoy batching these builds out like this, but it doesn't. It's just kind of whatever. It's. I guess it's a little bit faster, but maybe not. Like, it might not be any faster because, like, I've done this very similar / identical build over and over again, and I feel like all of the speed gains I've already kind of figured out. Yeah, it's interesting. And it's, you know, I'm still doing all the same stuff. I'm just doing it over the course of, like, weeks rather than days. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting. I would love to, like, be getting into... Can you imagine, like, getting into FPV? And then you could, like, batch out all of your builds. You could just, like, look up your favorite pilot, figure out what their build is, and then just batch build just, like, 3 identical rigs. Oh, can you imagine? I mean, that's the dream, is it not? All right. So, I guess I got to start farting around with the. Well, maybe the silk screening will tell me the pads that I need. Nope. There's no silk screening on this side of the flight controller. So let's kick the soldering iron on. We're going to get our little wood block up here. And I'm going to look up this flight controller. Anything says just need 10 of you to do this. To do this now, yeah. Can you imagine? I'm going to go to desktop. Nope. I'm going to go to this. And quads. And I want Man, I had trouble finding this last time. Where the hell did I find the... Oh, I left the tab opened. No, I didn't. What an idiot. Why didn't I leave the tab opened? Did I leave the tab opened? I don't think I left the tab opened. I did leave the tab open! I'm the smartest man in the world! No, I didn't. I did! That's the one. Nope, that's not the one. What? Why didn't I leave that tab open? Is this it, though? This is it, I think. No, 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 no. Don't redirect me. Don't redirect. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is the F7V2. That's not what I want. Nope, that's the F4. That's not what I want. F7V2. Nope, that's not the one either. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Is it this one? I think it's this one. What is it? What's with the redirect notices? Take me to the goddamn pages. What? Okay. Is this it? That's not the one. He ain't gonna be in rush hour 2. Come on. Give me the right one, please. F7V2, F7V2, F7... Oopsie. Wrong button. No, that's the F4. God damn it. Where's it at? That's not the one. Is this it? Is that it? How did I not leave the tab open? What kind of a... Maybe it's in this other window. Nope. I did. I closed the tab. What a dummy. Ooh, I can close this tab for these KinoFlow louvers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Abraham's gonna go play some Rocket League. Nice. Oh my goodness. Come on now. Addictive RC. Do you... Nope. That's just... Oh, wow. You're so broken. How did I find it? Hold on. There we go. That's gonna be the one. That's the one. No, it's not. It's not the one. This is this weird, like, it's like V1.5. Let me go to my history. And I'm going to search for Talon F7. And let's see what we got. April 13th. This would be it. This will be it. OneDrone.com. I think this is it. Yeah! There we go. Gotcha! Okay. There it is. Alright, terrific. So, what do we got here? We've got cam signal, ground, cam positive, cam control. Alright. Beautiful. Away we go. turn this little fan on here. So we are going to tin the camera signal, and that's kind of it, because we're going to be powering the camera off of the VTX for the cleanest signal possible. So yeah, we're only going to be hitting this one pad. Okay, that's funny. So it is fluxed on all three of these. We're going to really quick hit it with some solder. And then we're going to play with wire-to-wire action, which is just going to be thrilling, is it not? All right. All right. And all right. So we are going to go and shorten this up. So the camera is going to sit roughly here, which means that the run to this pad is going to be like nothing. But I am going to leave a little bit extra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave enough extra to bundle these wires up and run this video pad back to the end. So no, I'm going to go down below. This is what I'll do. I'll go down below with these three wires. Keep it nice and neat and tidy. And then, yeah. And then we come back up and over. Right? Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, cool. So I'll keep them all bundled up, and then I'll just change directions and send this thing back towards the front and up and over. Yeah, that'll be good. Cool. Let me get out of this full screen camera mode so I can actually see the chat. There we go. All right, cool. So away we go. I am going to zap this video wire up here. And then we'll move on to the wire-to-wire shenanigans after that on this rig. And then we'll do it twice more. Okay. I'm actually going to strip off a tiny little bit more. These pads are a little bit bigger than that. That's better. All right, cool. And here we go. Wait a second. No. Batch. I need to batch things out. What am I doing? Okay. Let's get these cut to the same length. Come on. There we go. Okay. Come out like that. And then we'll do the same on this one over here. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. All right. Cut this guy right here. Perfect. All right. And here's our video wire. Strip this guy down. All right, looking good. And then same thing over here. I'm tempted to make these video cables really short from the camera to the flight controller, but if I do that, it just makes it a little bit less it makes the build a little bit less serviceable, and I'm not super convinced that it'll actually like clean up the video at all, because this video line is only going to run under the flight controller. It's not going to run under the ESC, and the ESC is where all the noise and shit tends to live. Usually I've yet to have a situation where the flight controller really puts any noise into the video feed. So yeah, this will make the build a little bit more serviceable. If somebody switches flight controllers, they'll have a little bit more length on this wire, which I'm sure that they will appreciate. Okay, so let's zap all three of these on, and then we'll deal with the game that is soldering wire to wire, which is it's a terrible game, but we're gonna play that game because video noise, if you know what I mean, which is a real consideration. Look at nope, Kevin. Kevin Sumner asked, you have any secret method for getting off liquid electric tape or whatever TBS uses on their Crossfire nanas that come with antennas? Man, they use the most evil shit ever. I hate it. And I use this. I use these really fine-tipped tweezers to go in there and scrape it all off. It sucks. It's terrible. I really wish they would use anything other than what they're currently using, because it's just vicious. And there's just no reason for it. There's no reason for them to use something that's so aggressive and like sticky and angry. That's what she said. Okay, here we go. Next one. Batching them out like this does allow me to get super crazy with the soldering though, which is kind of fun. I dig that part about this for sure. Let's get every single joint absolutely perfect. Although lately I've been doing that anyway. Okay. Last one here. So by doing that little trick that I just did, it allows me to get the wire completely flat on the pad in the tweezers, so that it lays super flat, and it just makes it a little bit tighter. Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to go wire to wire, and we're going to do it the really strong way. So this is going to sit in here like this. And this plug, see, so this wire is going to turn the corner like that, and it's going to run under there. And this whole wire bundle is going to go under the flight controller, like that, because the camera is going to be sitting roughly right up here. Alright, that's going to be plugged in, and the camera is going to be roughly there. Come on. There we go. So the camera is going to be like roughly right there, and Yeah. So, hold on. Let me do one thing now. Let me get this going. Alright, so I changed my mind about where I want this to sit. I want this to sit above, which means that, let me just do this real quick, so this is the little OSD controller, and I want that wire to sit up on top. Alright, so we're going to go like this and like that. Perfect. Alright, so now these 3 cables can go straight down. Okay, and then this guy can go in there. Let me get it rotated around right though. There we go. OSD should be the second to last, because the very last one was that purple cable that I pulled out of there. Fortunately, I think I'm going to have to do this on all 3 of these, which is a little annoying, but whatever. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, Journey Druid says I'm 1 month older. Very cool. What's up, Koi Locker? Kevin Sumner is currently going at it with an iFixit spudger. Ooh, what are you spudging? What are you spudgering? Let me take a quick look at this plug just to make sure. I'm glad I checked. That plug did not go all the way in there. Oh, it went in there. Did it go in there backwards? What the hell? I didn't think it could. That's interesting. How did you manage to get in there backwards, little buddy? Glad I checked. There we go. That's how we want it. And that's the stuff. Okay. Get in there, you little jerk. Alright. So, now we've got a little bit more room for that. That's good to go. So yeah, these are going to run under here, so that's going to give us a shitload of room. I'm actually going to cut this down a little bit, so they'll be up towards the front of that guy. And realistically, we only need about this much. So let me cut this. So this is going to sit roughly here. I'm going to cut this down. Yeah, so the VTX is going to sit there. That's going to be plugged into that. And so I really only need these guys to go up about that far. So let's cut these down right around here. And I'm going to do that on all 3 of these. Here we go. Line this guy up. Okay. Alright, line him up there. And one more. Okay. Cut this guy up here. Alright. All 3 of these wiring harnesses are good to go now. Get this out of here. And we're going to knock this one out first. Okay, no need for the frame. So, here's the proper way to do wire to wire so that it's strong. It's the ugliest way to do it, but this is the strongest way to do it. You take off a whole bunch. You strip like a whole bunch of the wire. So let's go with that much to get started. I actually need a little bit more than that. Need a little more than that. Yeah, that should be good. I think that's good. So you're going to strip off a whole bunch of the wire. You're going to twist it up just so you don't have to deal with the frayed ends going everywhere. And then we're going to try to strip off roughly the same amount from the ground. Okay, perfect. Twist it up. Oh, the TBS liquid electric garbage tape. Yeah, that's the safer way to do it with plastic. Alright, so we've got a big chunk of exposed wire, right? And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, grab a big chunk and alright, got that one. Try to do the same amount here. Beautiful. Alright, so now what you're going to do is we're going to try to take these two and do this. Because then, once we have solder on there, if they pull, there's a physical connection. It's not just like this with solder where they can pull apart. We want it to be like this because the solder is going to keep these things wrapped around like that. And yeah, that solder is not a good physical. It doesn't have good physical properties for being separated like that. But if we take the wires and we wrap the wires around like I just showed you, it kind of share it. You know, the strengths of the solder are holding the wires together, and then the wires themselves are going to be nice and strong. And then we can put a big old blob of solder on the whole effing thing, and Bob will be your uncle. So let's do that. And then you can just throw a big piece of shrink wrap over the entire shit show. So yeah, it doesn't look good, but it performs really, really well. So let's do it. We're going to take this, we're going to cross these guys, and then, so I guess I can put the angle in it with a pair of tweezers. I can put the 180 in it, basically, with a pair of tweezers. Why not? And then I can just clamp the entire thing together. Alright, so we got one little 180 in there. And then we're going to put another one in here. And then we can just hook these guys together. Oh, one little strand escaped. And the other thing that's cool about this is we can do shrimp wrap after the fact. Although, no, we can't. Never mind. We got to do shrimp wrap now. Let's get... Yeah, we can color code it. What the hell? Put red on red and black on black. This is going to take me forever to do all these like this, but you know what? It's going to be worth it because it'll be really strong. Is that enough? Yeah, it should be enough. Okay. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. All right, so let's throw this shrimp wrap on here before we forget. And we'll let it go all the way down the wire there. And then we're gonna hook these guys together. And then we're just gonna close them off. And then we're just gonna lump dick one big old thing of solder on top of here. And the other cool thing is they kind of hold themselves straight here. A lot of times when you're doing it wire to wire, like they want to do this and they want to do that, and whereas when you do it like this, they want to be like one big straight blob. So we'll get as much flux on there as we can on the bare wires, and then we're going to hit this with a generous lump of solder to really lock these things together. Ready? Let me check one thing. Just want to really make sure these are squished down together. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Tin the tip of the soldering iron, hold it up to the joint, and then we're just going to move it a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. And there we go. Give that a second to chill out. And that, my friends, is what it looks like. I don't think I've actually done this on the stream before. Oh man, that's kind of worthless. It's not going to focus on it, but it looks way better than in terms of strength. Like you can just look at it and see that it's going to be strong, whereas when you go wire to wire without doing that little hook action, you just kind of look at it and you're like, that's not going to work. So yeah, hit this with a little bit of fire, shrink it up, and on to the next. Oh God. Got that shrink wrap a little too hot. Nice big ball in there though. Let me 720 stream is really struggling to focus on the wire. Time for an upgrade. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Ugh. Oops. Shit sticks. There we go. I think I might be able to use... Will that fit? I'm gonna try to use on the next one. I'm gonna try to use thinner shrink wrap. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret it though. I don't think it's gonna clear the fatness of the joint, but I am gonna give it a shot. King Turkey says, so add hypnotist to your resume skill set of a bunch of broken quads to fix instead of watching you work on yours to WTF. Yeah, it's way easier to watch somebody else work on their stuff than to do your own. All right, so here we go. We're going to do this one more time. I like this little trick of doing the little 180 degree bend in the tweezers. I've never done it this way before, but this is nice. So put it in the tweezers and just create your 180. Get it a little neater there. And you want that little 180 to be, you want the strands to be on the like length. You want that 180 to be dead center in the at the point where the wires are stripped down, so that it doesn't overlap on the silicone. There we go. That's better. That's what I wanted. All right, cool. So there's that one. I closed this one down a little bit too much, so I'm not going to be able to get the damn wire through it. Hold on. Need to open it back up. There it is. Okay, cool. That's enough room to sneak that in there. Yeah, perfect. All right, so that one's looking good. Now we're going to do the same thing on this one. Go right in the middle, grab it, and bend it over. All right, now we take both of these guys and we hook them together. Come on, get in there. There we go. All right, you just want to make sure that you get all the individual strands in there. And then you just come in here with your fingers and just squash them down, so that you've got one big bundle of individual strands. And you'll know when you have it squashed down properly, because the whole run will want to be one big straight bundle of wires. It won't want to like be at an angle or anything. Ow! And I just realized I forgot the fucking shrink wrap. So let's just come in here with these tweezers, and I think I can just... Cool. I just opened up the one of them. Nah, I need to open them both up. There we go. Alright, so here's the other one. Let me just send this guy home. Come on. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Shrimp wrap. Perfect. Okay. Get these guys hooked back together again. And come on, little buddy. Just want to make sure that all the strands are engaged. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, that's looking really good. And now everybody's all clamped down nicely. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get this guy sitting straight here. Come on. Okay, that's looking good there. Do the same thing with a little bit of flux. And here comes the solder. Pretty happy with this. This is looking pretty good. trying to make sure that this is as straight as it can be. There we go. That's better. Bring the tip of the soldering iron. We're going to bring it up from the bottom. We're going to push the solder down through the top. It's going to make sure that the solder gets in between all the strands. And then we're just going to add a little bit of extra, just so that we have a little blob on here. And there we go. Give it a second, and let's take a look. Yep, that's the stuff. Throw the shrink wrap on here. Hit it with a little bit of fire. And away we go. Oh God, it's 12:20? Jesus, okay. So this will be the last thing that we do. I will do the other two on my time. So there you guys go. That is the cleanest possible way to feed the... let me take this out of here. That is the cleanest possible way to feed power to your camera, which does make a difference on analog rigs. That is something that... that is a real concern on analog rigs. The other way to do this and still get clean video is to have a shared ground. So like, for example, I would run the ground up to the flight controller and then put the camera ground on the exact same pad. That works totally fine. But again, I'm doing these builds, I'm doing anything I can to help with serviceability on these builds. And having this setup where the camera is powered from the VTX is like the most serviceable thing in my opinion. So yeah, I'm kind of like no holds barred doing this. So the way this is going to sit is with these guys running underneath, and then that guy is going to sit down on there, and you'll see that the wire-to-wire connections are clear of the flight controller, so that there's no chance of them banging into the flight controller or the gyro or anything on the bottom like that. Camera again is going to be sitting up here, and this video wire is going to be down underneath as well, like that. So that's just going to come back up here. So yeah, this is going to sit like that. And then camera will be on those front standoffs with the plug. I'm trying to not plug it all the way in. But yeah, it's going to sit just like that. Everything is nice and neat and tidy. Those wires exit there perfectly clean. And then link up, and there. See how there's a little bit of extra wire length here, just to give us this little loop down here. That's going to just sit up against the ESC. It's not too much wires where you have to worry about it coming out the side, but it's enough wire where if you need to extend something or move the VTX around, you're going to be totally fine. So there you go. I'm going to do that twice more on my time. And then we can move on with each one of these builds. What do you think of that? All right. That's going to do it for this Monday night giveaway live stream, my friends. Thanks for hanging out as always. My name's Aaron Ciotti. If you head on over to CiottiFPV.com, there's a million different things going on. You're going to love my nuts. And you can support your boy in any way that you choose to keep these live streams going. Whew, this is a lot of work. Jesus. A lot of work. Worth it, though. Worth it, though. These 3 rigs are going to be gorgeous, and I can't wait. I'm going to put this over here. All right, people. Be good. Hope you like the new... you can see me moving in and out of the grid. Over here on this side. All right, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday for Workbench Wednesday. I'm hoping that we can get a ton of this banged out. Because I've got a couple more rigs that need to get built sooner than later. So, thanks for hanging. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. Very cool of all of you. I'm 41 now. 1 year closer to 10. Bob Knox just dropped in the link to CiottiFPV.com. Be good. Love you. See you Wednesday. Here comes some flying. Oh, really? It didn't save where I was. Let's try this one. Later! Hold on, I gotta restart OBS. As always. Be right back. Later!